it comes down to at the end of the day is not really an issue with, or even, I would say, the backing of Paul Ryan. It's really just substance. What is the substance here? Well, the substance is we started an investigation, right? The Republican Party. So I'm speaking in third party terms. We started an investigation into this Russian collusion based on the evidence that was blatant to anybody who had two eyes and one good ear. And even if you didn't have two good eyes and you had one good ear, you could still hear it. And I'm telling you, we heard it. And the Democratic primary is coming out to look like it was rigged. And that's what it's coming out to look like. So, with all this investigation, there is things being turned over. And I don't really mind. This guy is a career professional. Paul Ryan says, this is what he says. He says, let career professionals, all right, see it through. And he's right. They should be able to see it through. You started this. We've already pumped so much money into it. Finish the job. When I go to work, I have a job. Preston, what did you do today? I finished the job. Good job, Preston. See you tomorrow. Done. And you know what I mean? What's so hard about this? They need to have a different mentality about these people. These people are doing very hard work. And I know other lawyers and other people in the media and the news will tell you this is something that could have been taken care of and this is something that should have been done, so on and so forth. Well, it's easy to be an armchair politician. So when you really want to look at the scope of things, let Robert Mueller and the investigation team do their work and their due diligence, present the facts and nothing but the facts, and let us then be free of the hypocrisy of the left and the media that continues to spew this at us. And it's not all media, because I love parts of the media, but there are a majority and a vast majority of the media that are really downplaying the important news for their own sake and to make their own names off these articles and these videos. So that's really what it's coming down to. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking to get my point out there, and I love to talk. So with Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, to me, he's doing a fine job, and there's always room for improvement. But at the end of the day, when we have to say goodnight, as we will shortly here, I'm saying give these people in office a chance. Because if you're going to spend the time to elect them, then spend the time to back them up. Now, there's a difference between giving people a certain amount of time and them not producing results. And at that time, you have to put somebody else in there. And you also have to know your value system. And you have to know how to align that at the poll booth. Listen and be open-minded. Don't be swayed so easily. Don't be so gullible. This is what I tell some of my friends. Don't be so gullible. And myself, I have to remind myself. Because it's very important. We don't become gullible on these issues. Especially when it comes to Russian collusion. And I really done saying it. But when it comes down to it, we have been here and on this path for so long that we finally have someone that's trying to produce the results, and we need to see this through. And that's the most important thing. That's what Speaker of the House Paul Ryan recognizes. That's what I recognize. That's what other people I speak with recognize that are conservatives. The young conservative base can see this. Why can't the older conservative base see this? Why can't the middle-aged conservative bases? So this is a very important thing that we're overshadowing. And that's, we have people in office that are trying to do the right thing, but left and right, they're getting beat up. And you notice it in the Republican Party that there's way more infighting than in the Democratic Party. And the loss of elections can usually be attributed to that fact I just gave you. So what it really comes down to, folks, is do your due diligence and do your homework on who you elect in office to begin with. That's the most important thing. I know it takes some time, but you have to be open-minded. You have to go looking for the news. I use Google Newsstand. That's a good one, and you could pick what you want to see on there. You don't have to filter anything like if you were on a social media site. So, there's other ways to do it. I know the Wall Street Journal's good. I know there's a lot of good magazines out there that you can get your news from. So, at the end of the day, I just want everybody to know, have a good night. This is the Preston Olson Show, episode number 7. I had a good time. And other than that, just like the hands of time, I'm turning it over to you.